Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to reality. As you can probably already tell, I'm a little bit lower energy today. I've had a pretty low energy week, but that's real life. And today, I have a special guest with me. I'm very excited for you to meet her. She has very different hair than I do, so I'm looking forward to doing different hairstyles on her that hopefully some of you can relate to and can enjoy. We're doing 6 different hairstyles today, some that are a little more dressy that you can dress up and some that are just to get your hair up and out of your face. I'm looking forward to showing you this video and I hope you enjoy it. Please keep watching. This is my sister-in-law! Her name is Anna. This is my husband's sister. Yes, not my other sister-in-law, which is my brother's wife. Right, you'll meet her eventually. But this is my sister-in-law. She happens to be in town, and I'm really excited for her to be here with me. Anna, how would you describe your hair?
I have super thick hair, and when it dries in the shower, it comes out kind of poofy like Hermione.
Hermione. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I have seen pictures, and I know what that looks like, so I get it. But everyone in their family has these gorgeous, thick locks, including my husband. Don't get me started on how jealous. But I'm looking forward to playing with it today. So let's get started. So Anna has a job where she has to have her hair up and out of her face, but she's also very cute, so she doesn't always want to just toss it into a ponytail. So we are going to first do a double French braid. She prefers her hair to be parted on the side, so I'm just going to show you what that looks like. We're going to do a Dutch braid on Anna's hair. Because Dutch braids are really hard to do on yourself, and so she normally does a French braid, so we're just going to spice it up a little bit. So the first thing that we're going to do is follow her part. We're going to follow the part from the center, we're going to take it from the back, but we're going to meet it in the middle of her head so that the braids towards the end up being a similar size and a similar placement on her head. So we're just going to do that. We're just going to take this and bring it all the way back, and we're just going to tie off half of it, the half that we're not working with, so that it doesn't finagle its way into the other braid. So with the Dutch braid, like I've mentioned before, it is braiding out instead of braiding in. So when you braid in, the hair that you pick up covers the braid, but when you braid out, it gets tucked under. So we're gonna start up here. We're not gonna start right at the point of her head, but we're gonna start a little bit back. You're braiding out, I'm just gonna do one rotation without adding hair. And the next one, we will pick up hair from underneath. This is my first video doing hair on somebody else, so if there are comments or whatever that you guys have of how I can do this better, leave them down below. Okay, so since Anna has a lot of layers and they're all quite short, we're not going to braid all the way to the end of her hair. We are going to stop at the nape of her neck and just tie it off with a little elastic. One braid done, and we're going to move to the other side. Here are the 2 Dutch braids. I think this also works for a side part. It definitely works for a middle part, but sometimes middle parts don't cooperate with everybody. Me or Anna can both attest to that. Just a really sweet look to bring some style into what can also be functional. Do is a high ponytail, but we're just going to take a piece of hair and wrap it around the elastic. So it's a high ponytail, gets your hair up and out of your face in a very functional, easy way. You just comb it and put it up. It adds an element of style to it. So we're going to comb her hair straight back so that there's not a part. Anna's hair is so soft, you guys. And we are going to just, would you be willing to look up at the ceiling? And this is the easiest way to get hair just like up. How often do you do a high ponytail, Anna?
More often when I have longer hair.
Okay.
Short like this is kind of hard because I have so many little ones, but
I do like all the buddies.
I do like it up high.
All right, that's okay. You can look forward. So, as many short hair girls will understand, why don't you turn to the side for a second? You got all of these little things. There are lots of different ways that you can fix that, and so if you want me to do a whole video on how to fix those things or how to get them up without fussing with them all day, just let me know in the comments below and I'll do a whole video on that. But for now, we're just going to clip them up. One of these thick elastics. Okay, there you go. And we're just going to pull some of these forward just so there's a little bit of volume and it doesn't look like she's bald from the front. So we're going to twist these so that they all stay together. And we're just going to take a clip like this and just clip them in place. If you can hear that noise, that is our lawnmower at our apartment complex. So what you're going to do with this then is a lot of these bottom hairs are pretty short. So what we're going to do is take a side hair. We're going to take one from maybe from inside the ponytail. We're going to take one that's a little bit longer, and we're going to wrap it around the ponytail holder itself. So we're going to just go around and around. And then where you're going to just tuck the end in, sometimes you can pin it. We have the end here, you can pin it, or if you can find the ponytail holder, that I find is the most secure way to pin it in place. Okay, and this is just a cute way to dress up a regular ponytail, and also just make it feel like it's a little bit more stylish while still very comfortable. So this next one that we're going to do is technically, I found out yesterday, called a lace braid. And it's just a French braid where you take from one side. So it ends up looking like a twist, but it's a French braid, so it's a lot more stable. So what we're going to do is braid down the front of Anna's head, and then we're just going to take it and tuck the end in under the rest of her hair that is down. So this would be a great hairstyle if you want to keep your hair down like it's freshly washed, but you want to just do a little something with it to keep your bangs or the shorter pieces out of your face. So we're just going to do one round of normal French braiding, and then I'm going to take from the front and just add it to the front piece. Okay, and then when you get out of hair to braid from the front section, just finish off your braid like you normally would without taking any extra hairs. And then I'm just going to temporarily secure this with a little elastic. And so we're going to take this end of the braid and attach it to a piece that's underneath. To take out the elastic that's there and replace it and add to the braid the little piece of hair that we've grabbed. And then, so she has this little braided headband that kind of looks like a twist, but it is completely secured back here and you can't even tell. Okay, so I'm excited about this next one because I've tried it on lots of different hair textures and lengths, but I've never tried it on short, more straight hair. So I'm looking forward to trying it on Anna's hair. This is going to be kind of a topsy-turvy Shin Young Bun thing. We're going to do this, divide the hair first into two sections, the upper half and the lower half, and we'll do it the lower half later, but we're first going to concentrate on the upper half. I'm going to go from her temples and go straight back. And we're going to gather all of this into a ponytail, but that's lower. This is going to be a low half up ponytail, this top section is. And she's going to get these hairs that'll fall out, which with this look I think is actually really cute, but we'll let those fall out naturally. We won't pull them out. And then we will just secure this, and I'm using a little one so that it really keeps it kind of tidy and the elastic isn't taking up a lot of room. And then we are going to do this topsy-turvy. So we're going to tuck it towards the head, not away. So we don't want it flopping out the top. We want it tucked inside. So we're going to divide it here and just flip it underneath. You got a lot of hair, sister.
Yep.
Like I didn't already know that. And we're just going to, oh, this looks lovely. We're just going to pull on it a little bit to make sure it doesn't look too taut. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do another topsy-turvy ponytail. Okay, so then you're left with these little ends, which are cute, but not necessarily what we want in this circumstance. So I'm going to gather them all up. Depending on how long they are, you can put an elastic at the end of them to keep all those ends contained, or you can just tuck them away like this. I'm going to put an elastic just so that all of her layers aren't popping out. So what we're going to do is tie off this last bit with an elastic so that we keep all of those baby hairs in one place and we're not like putting 16 bobby pins in for the fact that we can't get these hairs to stay in put. And we are just going to tuck it in and pin it underneath the Shin Young that we've created. So I'm going to wrap it around and just tuck it in and pin it. And there you go. This is your low Shin Young, which is pretty easy in concept. And she's got these lovely little bits hanging out, which I think are beautiful, but if she didn't want those, she could always just kind of find a way to pin those in. And because it's kind of loose, those pins would be hidden. So here you go. Here's the low Shin Young. What do you think, Anna? Do you like it? Can you see it? The second to last hairstyle that we have to do is another one that I've done for a lot of weddings because it's simple, but it looks really elegant. And so it is a half up, half down twisted crown. So that's what we're going to do on Anna today. And it can be done with short hair, long hair, thick, thin, whatever hairs you have. So let's go. I'm going to turn to the side. Great. So we're going to start at the top of her head, but then we're going to work our way down. We're not going to go straight across because we want the base or the end to be near the base of her skull, which is not. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this first section of hair and just divide it into two. And I like to twist away from the face. I just think it's more flattering when you're trying to create texture. So you're going to take and just twist this way. And I like to do a couple of those. So twist again that I'm adding to is between two fingers, so I can just slide it in like that. And we're going to twist again. And we're just going to do this all the way until we get to the back of her head. So these twists ended up just looking lovely by the end. So what we're going to do is take this piece of hair, and we are going to, hers is a little bit slippery right now. We're going to just pin this in place. When we get to this back section, we got to find a way to cover up these bobby pins and secure it all in place, which is quite the feat. But we can do it all together now. All right, so once you get to this part, you want to cover up the different bobby pins that you have put in. So I'm going to take a twist from this side and tuck it in to the first twist that we did. I'm going to take it and go all the way through here, but I want it to pop out the other end. And I'm going to stuff this hair in to that twist underneath so that it comes out the bottom. And then we're going to just pin this guy in place so that he stays. And I'm going to pin up through the twist. And then you can take these baby hairs. Some of Anna's baby hairs have escaped. Oh, we want to keep these guys in place. So we're going to tuck those all the way through. All right. And you want to turn around, Anna, so everyone can see. That's what it looks from the front. And Anna's hair is freshly washed, so it's a little bit slippery. So if you want to have more texture and grab onto itself better, you can use a dry shampoo or a sea salt spray, or even just hairspray will do the trick. So this is our twisted crown braid. Thanks so much for watching and joining us today. Doesn't this look nice? This is our hiking style we just whipped up that you didn't get to watch happen. Sorry about it.
You can figure it out.
You can figure it out. It's just a braid and a ponytail. You'll be fine. I'm really grateful for Anna. Thanks so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
This was so fun.
My pleasure.
If you want to see me do more videos with other people, either with different eye shapes or hair types or things like that, please let me know in the comments below. I love doing this. It's more fun with people. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, Realistic Ritz. It's the same as the name of the channel. Subscribe, do that, because it's fun to keep track of who's watching my stuff. Otherwise, I'm just talking to my phone by myself in a room. Please let me know in the comments what other types of videos you'd like to see. Subscribe, like, share, all the things. But most importantly, I just hope this is a resource to you, that you feel confident if you have thicker hair, that you are able to tame that mane.
Tame the mane.
She gets it. Thanks for hanging out. Please keep it real, whether that's high energy, low energy, thin or thick hair. And we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!